Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. That Philly businesses, man. It's all over. Your favorite rapper. I'm trying to hit a lick and get a brick. Fiends on the block, 4 fifths. Baby mama driving down the block. Her baby father still stealing shit. Dope in the back of the crib. Grandmom sitting with the kids. Daughter on both on her knees. Sucking, trying to get some keys. Everybody trying to get some paper, but most of y'all motherfuckers haters. I ain't gotta tell y'all about yourself. Look at you and do yourself a favor. Everybody trying to play their part. Till somebody teach you in your heart. Till somebody teach you like a mark. Throw you in the water with them sharks.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
First 48.
I want to hear more
baby.
of that shit, man.
We live. That shit was hard.
Your favorite rapper right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, what was the name of that record, Rome? Let them know what the name of that record is.
The name of that record is Die For It. That's gonna be on Entrepreneur Talk coming in April, man. I just dropped, I just dropped that album on January 1st called Talk to Me Nice.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Look, Hiphopfirst48, episode 2. We live, doing it for the culture. We got Johnny Mac. We got Rome, your favorite rapper. It's your boy WildTuna, man. We here for that shit today. We talking heavy. You know what I'm saying? We got some dope topics. We talking about Dr.Dre. You know what I mean? He in the ICU right now. We talking about Kim and Kanye going through their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You already know how that shit go. We gonna touch on a lot of topics. We gonna talk politics too. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ask y'all what y'all doing about these vaccines. Is y'all taking these vaccines? Do y'all condone that? You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about some sports. You know what I'm saying? My boy Javante Davis. I can't wait for him to get back in the ring. I've been seeing some things on Instagram. They've been talking heavy about an opponent he wants. So we're going to talk about that when we get there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it.
Wait, I know. Listen, he was ducking. You know who he was ducking for a minute. I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm going to let you go ahead and finish.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
But we know who he was ducking from Philadelphia. We're going to get into that topic. But don't say no don't say no Tank. Don't say Devontae Davis and shit. And we know what's up with that.
Yeah. But you know we gotta talk, man. You know we gotta bring him up.
Finish all, Tuna.
You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a couple other things, man. You know, just on how we can make the culture better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How we can make us better. Rome was talking to us earlier today, talking about how we gotta bring that narrative of black men and black women not seeing eye to eye, not caring for each other. You know what I'm saying? That's not the narrative.
Yeah.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Like
for sure. We gonna definitely
shit rolling, man. Let's jump into the first topic though, bro.
Let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. Shout out to all the fans. Shout out to the whole Philadelphia. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with us from the beginning. We only gonna get bigger and bigger and shit like that. We taking things to a whole nother level and shit like that. Shout out to the whole Philly though. I can't start this without saying shout out to the whole Philadelphia and shit like that.
Shout out to the city that made us, man. If it wasn't for
shout out to the whole world. We worldwide.
All three of us wouldn't be here. But definitely shout out to the world. We love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all too. But let's
get right into it,
man.
Let's
just talk about Dre real quick, man. You know, keep it light. Dr. Dre had an aneurysm, I believe, and which means he had a blood clot that burst in his head and his brain. So he's in the ICU, you know what I'm saying? And he's been trending. Everybody's been wishing him well. So we definitely want to send prayers up to Dr. Dre and his family for sure. And I don't even dwell on that too much longer because, you know, we don't want to stay on the negative too much longer. So hopefully that turns out right for the legend who did so much for us, man.
Right.
So, you know, Dre really is a pioneer. When I say pioneer, it's heavy.
If I can say anything good about Dr. Dre, to lighten the mood up and shit like that, he definitely is a legend, man. He definitely a legend. He definitely
big facts.
He definitely paved the way for a lot of these young cats, a lot of these rappers and shit out of here, man. He definitely He definitely bust down a lot of
my first album that I stole.
Say that again?
One of the first albums I stole. I said one of the first albums I stole was The Chronic. You're like my pops had me on all the good shit, man. The Chronic, 9 Brigade, Philly's Most Wanted. Those are 3 Jones. Oh, and Jada had dropped some shit. I had 4 albums. You know what I mean? I thought I was gold playing Jones in the CD player in school.
Hey, Tune, these the 3 albums I stole in that era, man. The Chronic. What was it? Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And motherfucker, I traded a Vanilla Ice cassette tape for a K Solo.
Who took the Vanilla Ice?
Your mom's in your business.
Ice?
She's in my business. Yeah, no. That Vanilla Ice joint got me through some funny nights. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It was weird, man, because White Boy, we was only listening to him because he was like looking like Hammer. I'm like, how the fuck is he dressed like MC Hammer? What the fuck is going on, man?
Crazy.
Yo, he had a lot of ups.
That's a whole situation in his own.
Yo, he had a lot of ups.
But back to Dre though,
downs, man. Like,
back to Dre, man, it's crazy because my fault to cut you off. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't want.
I was saying back to Dre because it's crazy because that transition between Eminem and Snoop is kind of crazy that they end, you know, partnership with the fans.
And we're gonna get on that. Before we get on that though, Ron, before we get on that, Tuna, I want to say this about Dre and shit real quick, not to cut you off. Dre is definitely a GOAT, man.
No,
you gotta understand that he really, you know what I mean? Yeah, we know that, we know what he was going to do with Suge Knight. We know how that situation, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know how the big bully Suge Knight, you know what I mean? How he was carrying it out and shit like that. And Dre took the high road on that situation and shit. Dre was like, you know what, man? I have everything. You know what I mean? I'm gonna walk away with nothing and shit. I just know that I'm gonna come out with a whole different game plan. I'm going to conquer the world. And he definitely made the biggest moves ever in hip hop.
Well, y'all got to understand this too, right? Let me throw my little.
Him linking with 50 Cent, him linking with Eminem, him even creating, the AirPods and collabing with Apple and shit like that.
The Beats Jones and all that shit. Yeah, that's heavy.
Go ahead. I don't want to go ahead, Rome. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, and that, you think about back in that time, when you look at N.W.A.
Right.
And what he felt like, you got to understand when Suge came along, this was like deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went through the same shit with Eazy-E and Jerry Heller and N.W.A. And Cube was the first nigga out. So it was like for Dre to find out that everything Cube was talking about was the truth. It's like to get over to Death Row and create Death Row, and then you bring somebody in to be a bodyguard, and then all of a sudden it's like he kind of like spill over and try to take over your whole situation, even the livelihood, because a lot of people don't even know Dre and Suge shares a baby mother together.
Oh yeah, that's another thing right there.
They got a baby mom. They got a kid by the same baby mom. So when Dre left his baby mom, Suge wound up going in there and doing his 1-2, taking care of her, and then wound up popping her and fucking her, and she wound up being. So I said, so this is a tricky world on who you get to watch your back. A lot of times we looking for security and all this other good shit, but sometimes, man, the same people you will go hire get you for hire. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. You know what I mean? But send him all my love over there to Dr. Dre and his family and everybody that he just had got a divorce too. So when we look at that situation, and she was trying to milk him for some bread. Now it's like now connecting them two parts to he had a brain aneurysm. It's like stress will kill you faster than a bullet, man. And what I say in the song, Tuna, money, that dollar bill really can never save you. Right.
We see not to change the subject. We see the comedian, the what's his name, Robert. I forgot his name, Robert. He did the Jumanji movie and shit like that. I forgot his name and shit like that. We see that he had the bag and shit like that. He was as well established and shit like that. And he could have bought anything he wanted to buy and shit like that. He was in so many movies. He created so many lanes and shit with this movie shit. But he was depressed and shit like that. That's an example that money is not everything, man. Money isn't everything. When that depression and all that shit hit, as we saw how that unfolded, he killed himself and shit like that. But get back on the Dr. Dre topic. It's not over for him, y'all. we gonna just send our prayers to him and shit, and wish that, you know, we gonna hope that he come out with victory and shit with that.
You gotta understand,
we ain't gonna count him out.
Gotta understand what he meant to hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think the West Coast pioneer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just them, N.W.A. You know what I mean? Just like I say, who wants to? It was a big deal, but the thing was like Drake said, he knew how to put a business together already. So it was like not hard walking away from something he knew he already had created and knew how to create.
Rome, imagine if it wasn't no Dr. Dre.
I know.
Imagine if it wasn't no Dr. Dre.
I can't even imagine it, bro, because you get listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what you get with Dr. Dre.
Go ahead, let's talk about it.
You take Dr. Dre away, you got no N.W.A.
Right?
You take Dr. Dre away, you got no the Doc. Niggas forget about the Doc, man. And that's real talk, man. So you don't got N.W.A. You don't got the Doc. You don't got Snoop. Right. You don't got Lady of Rage. You don't, you know what I mean? You don't got the Lady of Rage. You don't got what was the light-skinned boy he had with the braids in his head? Damn, what was the boy name, man? You ain't got no Corrupt. You don't got no Dash, which is the Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no Eminem.
That mean we don't get Friday, because without Cube, ain't no Friday.
Hold up.
No, I was about to bring Cube in, but I was just basically saying, like, you know, everything that, you know what I'm saying?
Lamar, you ain't got no Kendrick Lamar either, y'all.
No Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? We don't got you don't got the East Siders. It's a bunch of people you would have never saw. You don't got no DJ Pools, which is the writer and the fucking, you know who DJ Pooh is, the DJ. Like, DJ Pooh is the one that wrote The Wash, man. DJ Pooh is the one that, you know what I mean, that directed The Wash. He was the one that was like, the Census Bureau. No, and I know y'all seen The Wash and shit before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is the one that got sucker punched in Friday. He was like, man, Debo, my mom gave me his check. That's DJ Pooh. Like, people don't even know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these movies and these people whose people connected to, you don't got no damn.
Do we get a pop? Do we get a pop?
We don't got a. No, I'm not. We can't say pop. We can't say pop because pop was already out.
Oh, can we say pop?
Think about these movies and think about this West Coast movement that they started before. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you even for the young niggas that didn't see the wave, you gotta remember there was pioneers, and y'all gotta look at the years niggas accomplished these goals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you put a light in a certain area, whatever comes out of that, you had a part of that, because without you getting that light shine in your early years, nobody paying attention to whoever you around or what's coming from your area like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these were some of the first niggas that was hitting the East Coast off those. Nobody on the West Coast was listening. I mean, nobody on the East Coast was really listening to West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? So them niggas hit the West Coast, niggas hit the South. Like, niggas was running around. Like, the niggas was touring. Like,
oh shit.
Like, these niggas was touring like worldwide.
Right. I still even just tap on all, you know, and we just giving, you know, Dr. J his flowers and shit like that. And we, you know, we just remind the people how much he meant to the culture and shit like that. How much he meant. And I feel like we have to do that when these legends is here. You know, that's why I created this platform and shit like that, to give even our, you know, our legends in the city of Philadelphia, they flowers and shit like that while they here and shit. I feel like, and, you know, Dr. Dre is still fighting for his life. It's not over for him. You know what I mean? God got the last say, and, you know, for that, you know what I mean? The only thing we can do is pray. But my thing, I want to say this, man. We definitely gotta give these legends they flowers while they still here, man. These rappers they flowers while they still here, man. These entrepreneurs they flowers while they still here. Anybody that's making a big moves for the city, definitely got to stop hating on each other and start really saluting and supporting each other and shit like that. Because when niggas is dead and gone, and when niggas going through a situation, now you want to dig up all these pictures that you had about 4 years ago
Hey, listen.
Oh,
hey, Mac, let me throw something out here
real
quick. I'm gonna jump back into Dre real quick. I seen something in the comments. I just wanted to comment on it real quick.
And we ain't gonna be dribbling over about the comments.
No, I ain't tripping. No, it was just something about, somebody said, what about Eazy-E? Eazy-E kind of made Dre. And what I want to throw out there is this. Eazy-E was a hustler. He was never a rapper or none of that. He was just a hustler. So what y'all got to understand is when the N.W.A movie come on, they showing you these kids dream before anybody had any money or any of that. So when you see it come on, Dr. Dre is almost damn near getting kicked out the crib because of the dream that he wanted to do. He's a DJ. He was actually DJing in the club already. Before you even see Ice Cube or Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying? So, I just want everybody to understand that even though he put the money on it and all that and helped create the dream, it was still was these kids' gifts, talent and gifts and dream before he even tapped into that this is what he was even going to be doing. So when you look at this whole situation, Eazy-E got brought in as you figure almost as like a manager or a financer. And
a nigga that had the bag
and wind up having one of the best writers in the world, which is Ice Cube, say, hey, listen, let's see if Eazy would do it, just because it's more realer for Eazy to do it because Eazy actually owns this shit that I'm writing. So he can relate to probably putting more feeling into these bars just because he owns the shit. He's riding around in the 6'4" and all the bitches is around the car and boom, boom, boom. So you got to understand that this is still Dr. Dre's and Ice Cube, and it's a dream for them. It reminds me even so much like New Edition. Bobby Brown was the one on stage. You know what I mean? Bobby Brown was the one on stage singing for real. You know what I mean? Bev DeVoe, he was playing basketball. Niggas wasn't even singing. That's why they became rappers and kind of went, left when they made their little Bell Biv DeVoe Poison. They was more hip hop because they really wasn't singers. You know what I'm saying? So, and I can say that's why Bobby Brown was able to leave and get a solo deal as fast as he did, because in reality, he was the singer. When that movie come on, he's the one on stage and they just watch it in the crowd. So whose dream was it? So when they kicked him out the group, how could you kick somebody out the group that actually created the group? That's like us kicking you out, Johnny. Like, get the fuck out of here, Johnny. No, but back to Dre. So, I just wanted to, throw that out there to the person, that said the comment, what about, Eazy-E? No, Eazy-E did everything he was supposed to do until he got with Jerry Heller. And then he strayed away from the group because being though he was the financer, he was the one talking business with some more financiers. And that was Jerry Heller, the owner of the label. So now when they partner and you don't tell your team what the partnership is and how the money coming in and how this and this and this going this way, you fucking your team over. So everything that he actually did in the beginning was real, but then when it got kind of left-sided and lopsided, you gotta take accountability that, like I say, even when you look at the movie, he was back there drinking this and that. Them niggas was eating burgers and shit and fries, drinking milkshakes and shit, trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? So he eating lobster and shrimp, and them niggas, you know what I mean?
What that sound like?
Hey man, a couple niggas, you feel me?
Listen, man, that's something we gotta change, man. That's something we gotta change. But we gotta look at these, and like you said, we gotta look at the story and what niggas was doing and see where they went wrong and just make sure we don't do that. And I think we've seen enough stories go wrong where niggas can get it right this time. Like we've seen all the bullshit already. We move on to the next joint. Like no cap, but that's what that is. But yeah, let's talk about. I mean, you heard about that Snoop and the M shit.
Yeah, man. Me and my brother Rob Stashes was talking about it the other day, and they was basically saying Snoop too old to be, saying this, and because they all from the same crew. You know what I'm saying? Under again the umbrella of Dr. Dre. Yeah. And my first thoughts was.
I'm working on my mic. I'm letting y'all go ahead. I'm working on my mic real quick. Y'all definitely carrying it on and shit.
You already know.
Go ahead. Don't worry about me. But this is definitely a good topic. Whatever the case may be, we got a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover this morning and shit like that. I want to say Good morning to everybody. Y'all wake up. We definitely got a good show ahead. I need everybody to like and share this live. Share this live. We're gonna cover everything, y'all. We're gonna definitely cover everything that's going on in Philadelphia. We're gonna cover what's going on in the hip hop world. We're gonna definitely you know what I mean, cover everything. And I'm actually at the end of the during the end, we're gonna definitely bring probably one or two rappers to come on and display their talent on the show. But give me 1 second while I put my earphones in, and y'all can carry on. Y'all can, if y'all want to switch the topic up, y'all can switch the topic up.
We on Eminem. I mean, we on Eminem and Snoop on their little dispute and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about
it. Rome saying Snoop too old to be beefing. That's what Rome said.
It was more like,
you said Snoop too old to be beefing.
Especially with a white boy.
Snoop Dogg.
Especially with a white boy.
80 years old.
Especially with a white boy that's on his team. Now you know how this whole beef started, right?
How it started? Because they always been tight. They never let nothing get between that. I don't understand that shit.
It started.
What's going on? Break it down to me.
It started from somebody saying something to Snoop about M, and Snoop said, "No, M ain't in the top nothing. Like he ain't in that. Like how he in that?" And it got back to M, and M
is M in your top? Did he say, like, let's talk about that part? Is he wrong for saying that?
I felt like he wasn't wrong, but this where the problem came in, that M felt like he wasn't wrong either. M got on the interview and said that's his opinion. I respect his opinion. I know Snoop, like half my career, majority of my career. Like, so he's like, cool. But then what happened was somebody said something else to Snoop. And Snoop said some foul shit. Now I don't remember what Snoop said, but that's when M was like, hold up, what did he say? And next thing you know, M came with a motherfucker. No, what happened? He came with a dish joint. Then I think somebody or some shit, or he said something like to Snoop, like, no, get the fuck, like he wasn't the greatest. They say they try to put M in the greatest of all times with niggas, I guess, with the niggas. And Snoop was like, hold up, he shouldn't even be brought up in this
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick, man. How y'all feel about that? I mean, Eminem put work in, and he definitely white. You know what I mean? I hate sometimes,
I know what Snoop said.
The black and the white, the racist shit. But it's like we got. Hold up. Go ahead, Ron. I'm gonna let you go.
Not to cut you off, Mac. I know what Snoop said. He said something about nobody was listening to that shit at all. His first 2 albums was trash.
He said nobody listening to that soft ass shit.
Or some shit like that.
No, that's the quote. That's the quote. I just looked it up. He said nobody listening to M soft ass shit. You'd be lucky if I don't respond.
So my question to y'all is: we invite Eminem to the cookout?
Not me. I never really was you gotta understand, those first 2 albums was about his fucking mom.
All right, why? All right, give me the reason why you're not inviting Eminem to
I'm gonna say something, man. All right, so we're gonna do this.
Let's do that.
Take Dr. Dre away from Eminem.
Okay.
And you got Shady Aftermath.
Okay.
Which again had D12 on it that did nothing. And all I'm gonna say is this: they did nothing so bad that nothing came back.
They toured and shit.
I mean, that's personal. I'm talking about just the records, the albums. So I'm gonna say this: out of all the like I say, those albums, bro, it's all about him killing his mom and fucking his baby mom up.
It's bad.
I'm cleaning out my closet
and all that shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, now I'm not gonna lie. It was one album that I was fucking with, dog. That had me lit, and that was the.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was the Eminem show. That was the Eminem show. The Eminem show. You will always see me running around out, and that's one album I was with Renegade and all that shit on there. I'm a soldier. all that shit. But then at the same time, I felt like 50 was writing this shit. I just don't know. I just don't know.
So my question to you, Rome, is it a black and white thing? Is it a racist thing?
It's always been a black and white thing, even in sports.
Because it's like I feel like Eminem put the work in, and I feel like he definitely had to go through a lot of shit.
All right, I'm gonna say this, Mac. Who did he put the work in for? Because the only reason why we watched him is because he had a black producer that we knew that was global. So I say, take Dre away. Would you listen to him on somebody else's shit?
I like Eminem, man, and I gotta disagree on you. You know what I mean?
We might have linked with Alchemist. That'd have been a good.
All right, I want to hear your take on it.
If we going top 5, he ain't making the cut to Cookout. But
you're not inviting him to the Cookout.
He not in my top 5. If we talk,
but is you inviting him to the Cookout before we get to top 5?
I mean. I'm dope and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice.
So my thing is,
what we gonna talk about?
Go ahead.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what me and M gonna talk about?
This the problem. We talk about this racist shit, and we complain about this racist shit a lot, especially when Trump had entered the office and shit like that. Yo, a lot of this shit, the Band-Aid was taken off, and you saw a lot of these white racists acting like fools and shit like that. And let me say this: all white folks is not the same. Everybody not racist and shit like that. But let me say this: we complain a lot. We complain about the white folks, how they act and how they treat us and shit like that. But I feel like we as black folks, we racist too. Like, what the fuck?
Well, look,
we got the same energy towards them.
So this is the thing. All right, ready? So we can't be racist. We judge, but we not racist.
Yeah.
We judge, but we can't be racist. We can't be racist because we don't own shit to suppress anybody from accomplishing shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like we have no supremacy on anything. Not even our own
Eminem
shit. So with M, it's like when we talking.
He a hell of a rapper.
He's the dope. He's
a dope rapper.
20. He top 20. Lyricist. He top 10.
But he not the GOAT. They saying that he's the GOAT because he's the only white man.
If he was black, they think he would have been on Jay-Z status. You think he would have got
no, because the content wasn't there.
Hell no.
The content wasn't there.
If he was a nigga and was rapping what he was rapping as a nigga, no,
he wouldn't have made it.
King Salt,
but we gotta talk about
two racist motherfuckers on here, y'all. I got two racist motherfuckers on here. I gotta add my boy.
We gotta talk about the song.
Get his opinion on it.
Like Eminem. Who you put Eminem against in the verses?
We got an interview later on. We got Baca that's gonna tap in later on with us too. K Gibbs, what's going on?
Hold on, Mac. We
on our first topic. I don't know if you was tuned in or not and shit like that. How do you feel about Eminem and shit like that? How you feel about Eminem? And do you feel that yo, you can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I'm listening.
This phone acting up.
I'm listening, Johnny.
Y'all make sure y'all share this live and push the like button. Share this live, push the like button. You can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How do you feel about Eminem? How do you feel about Eminem?
Far as what?
Top 5? He in the top 5?
Is Eminem in the top 5?
Yeah.
Not in my top 5.
Not in his top 5. Not the top 5. We gonna get there. Give me 1 second, y'all.
That's what they were talking
your
about.
Cookout. That's what we was on. Would he be invited to a K Gibbs North Philly cookout? Would y'all invite Eminem? Would you invite Eminem down the Jets? It's the bid right here, y'all. We having fun on the show right now, y'all.
Gibbs, you invited him?
I don't know. I just know Eminem. I never listened to Eminem. But I know Eminem talent can't be denied. And you
ain't listen to him. How you know what his talent like?
No, I said I didn't. I know Eminem records. Like I listen to Eminem records. I never dialed into him like how I'm dialed into Jay-Z. I'm really dialed into Jay-Z. But I didn't heard Eminem records. I know a lot of Eminem records, but I never really followed him.
Oh, all right,
He's not giving me the game.
When it comes, yeah, go ahead.
He's not giving me the game that I'm looking for. You feel me? He's probably giving game to a college kid that's having a hard time or that's growing up in a trailer park or something like that. He's not giving me what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But can't deny his talent though.
Right.
That's like Andre 3000. Andre 3000, you cannot deny his talent. He's that. But I never really dialed into him because it's not his message don't pertain to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Baby, don't mess around.
Okay. All right.
So listen, right. I'm gonna throw this out here though, right? So listen, right. I never took away from his talent. I never took away from nothing, right? No. I'm just using this as an example.
We just saying, is he invited to the cookout? I'm just
saying.
That's all we saying. Is he invited to the cookout? If he you're pulling up, you're gonna be
like if out of all the rappers you could have called out.
The reason why we got on the top of Eminem, he's beefing with Snoop. He beefing with Snoop Dogg and shit like that.
Snoop said he wasn't in the top 5. That's why I asked them if they in the top 5.
Yeah, so that's why we even got on that topic. You know what I mean? Right. Speaking on Eminem and shit like that. How you feel? Yeah. How you feel about it? Him and Eminem going at it. Snoop Dogg and Eminem going at it.
Snoop's everybody entitled to their own opinion, but they got a relationship. He could have said it. If that was my man, I would have felt some type of way. Like one of my homies get up on there and just like say that about me, I'm in some type of way. He could have said it in a better way, so I see where Eminem coming from. But he's still entitled to his opinion.
And everybody knows Snoop. And everybody knows Snoop normally speak his opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like if you know the Godfather, you know him, you should know his opinion. That's why I say Eminem said that whatever he first said was cool. Like, all right, he got the right to say that, but then whatever else he said, he was soft and all that other shit.
Man, listen, y'all all my homies. I niggas asked y'all if y'all was in the top 5 anything, and y'all not in the top 5 anything. I'm not saying you in the top 5 anything. He ain't say nothing wrong. He told the shit how it is. And we saying the same shit. I ain't mad at you.
He in my top 5. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes? What's your top 5?
He's in my top 5.
I ain't say he said anything wrong. It's the way he said it. Like he ain't say Eminem. He ain't say like Eminem my man, but he's not in my top 5. He said it on some like I don't think Eminem I don't think Eminem a emotional guy. Like he felt some type of way, but it's probably the way how Snoop Dogg said it.
Real shit.
Eminem not an emotional guy.
So I'm gonna say this.
I hope they hash that shit up, man. Because
I'm gonna say this. Y'all think the media spent that joint and speeded it up or made it look like that?
Did you listen to the interview?
The media
he said that shit kind of clear. I mean, he said it. What he said was clear cut. Like, ain't really that. They highlighted the shit out of everything else he said, but he said that shit.
Let me tell you about the media. The media is always taking little situations and blowing it out of proportion and shit.
All right, so look, everybody in the comments.
So somebody got an album coming out. Who had an album that dropped? Them dropped the album or something?
In the comments, tell us if y'all got Eminem in y'all top 5. That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Drop y'all top 5s in the comments. I want to see if y'all
in the comments. Drop them in the comments. Drop in the comments.
Who your top 5? Who your top 5, Tuna?
Yeah, go ahead, Tuna. Who your top 5?
My top 5, Pac.
A biased top 5. Watch this.
That's not biased. That's Pac.
No, go ahead. Who your top 5?
Go ahead.
Who your top 5?
Hiphopfirst48. That's good, y'all.
Pac.
Nas. Hov.
Okay.
Beans. And I mix in. Sometimes my fifth be changing. So sometimes I go from Ross. Sometimes I go Fab. Sometimes I go Jada.
Let me stop you.
No, that's his top 5.
No. Let me. I know that's his top 5, but let me stop you. Can I stop you? Go ahead. Can I please stop you?
Go ahead. Go.
So you just gonna skip over that fat boy from Best Star, huh?
Biggie.
Who Biggie? There's only one Biggie.
Yeah, I mean, cool, but I'm not. Out of all those names, out of
him?
all those names that I named in the top 5, those the niggas I'm still listening to. Like I don't really play Biggie too much unless I hear somebody else play it in a vibe.
Biggie shit still.
I'm keeping it real. This is my playlist, my niggas.
I hate when niggas skip over Biggie, bro. And that's not
He's
even
great.
my
Ain't nobody
era,
knock.
but...
That's my personal 5. That's my personal.
That's his 5. That's his 5, bro.
That's not who I think is ranked. I ain't give you a political ranking. I gave you my personal joint. I ain't give you a political ranking.
That's
You know
his
what I'm saying?
5. Yeah,
that's my joint.
Oh, who you said got the 5 spot? You said Ross.
Yeah, Ross heavy.
Wow.
Ross albums is heavy, bro.
Wow.
Bro, if you a song maker,
who your top 5?
You a song maker.
Tuna. Who is his top 5? Who your top 5?
Gibbs didn't even never hear it. Listen to nobody who made music past 98. Like I don't know who he about to say. Gibbs, go ahead, bro.
Yo,
give me your top 5. Give me your top 5. Just give me your top 5. Just give me your top 5.
I'm young, but I'm a student of the game.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. These niggas right here.
Go ahead, young grasshopper. Give me your 5. Hove, Pool. I said that.
Hove. Go ahead, Hove. Go ahead.
Biggie.
Go ahead.
Biggie.
Pop.
Who?
You said Pop.
Pop. Okay.
X.
X. Okay.
Yeah, X.
Y'all gotta stop sleeping.
He went platinum.
No, that's heavy. Ain't about the numbers. Ain't about the numbers. It ain't about the numbers. It's who you like. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the impact.
No, you don't gotta say nothing. Go ahead. Who your 5th?
All right, man. Let me tell y'all niggas my top. Let me tell y'all niggas my top.
Hold up. Let me get his 5th.
Let me finish. You next, man.
Yeah. Who you got?
And Pusha.
Pusha who?
Yeah, that's my favorite. Pusha T.
Yeah. You talking about me?
Respect his 5, y'all. We gonna.
That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket.
We gonna respect.
One of the greatest lyricists ever.
I can't wait to hear Rome 5. I swear to God, I can't wait to hear
Vanilla Ice. Rome 5.
Never. Gonna say Vanilla Ice.
Never. So we gonna go Tupac.
Go ahead, Tupac. Go ahead.
We gonna go Biggie.
Okay.
Because at one point in time, I was ready to die. So we gonna go Biggie.
Okay.
We gonna go motherfucking LL Cool J.
Okay.
We gonna go to
I can't argue that.
Right.
We gonna go LL Cool J. We gonna go to Method Man. And motherfucking what's my man? And DMX. And X, man.
That was a good 5.
Good 5. Who you got?
Y'all ready for me?
Yeah, we got.
You ready for Johnny Mac?
What you got?
All right, I'm gonna go with Tupac. I'm gonna go with Biggie. I'm gonna go with Hove. I'm about to fuck y'all up. I'm about to fuck y'all up with this right here. LL Cool J. LL Cool. Stop sleeping.
I just said L. I just said L.
You did, but you said it real quick. You did it with you supposed to take your time and say.
But see, are y'all is you still listening to L? That's your top 5. Y'all still listening?
I'm still listening.
Let me tell you.
Listen to L.
The question. You still listen to L?
No. LL brought that you know that.
He did.
He brought a whole different flavor to the culture, like a whole different flavor. That Drake shit and that you know.
Yep, all that.
Man, that's right there. LL Cool J, dog.
That's L right there.
That's L right there, yo.
And L still give you the shit with the spitters though. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You gotta think that GOAT. He the only rapper that put an album out called The GOAT though, for real.
And he can get back. And he was battling niggas too, like. L was doing his thing, like, you know what I'm saying. Hold up, let me finish my top. Let me finish my 5 and shit like that. I'm gonna go with with Jadakiss, man. What the fuck is the matter with y'all? How we not?
I said
Jada?
No, that's what I said.
Listen,
them niggas
Jada
they at the 5th spot in the twine.
But I'm a Styles P nigga though. I would have said Styles. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Like
with the ghost.
That was 5. That was 5, y'all. That was 5, yeah.
Yeah, that was 5. That was 5.
Damn, I wish we would have said 10.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I cheated. I threw a couple extra names in there and shit. Because that 5th spot, critical, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's who I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all niggas really listening to the niggas y'all listen to. I need to see y'all. I need to see y'all play this.
For all y'all, man. Y'all feel like Drake changed the game?
He didn't change the game. He opened the game up to the world. He ain't changed it though. He ain't do nothing too different. Nobody else did.
What you mean he ain't changed? That's like saying Steph Curry didn't change the game. Drake definitely did change the game.
You think he changed it? I think he enhanced it.
He definitely enhanced it. He set
the
bar.
Wasn't no male rapper singing and rapping at the same time. The first person that did that was Lauryn Hill.
50,
she was
Ja Rule. Them niggas was singing and rapping.
No.
That's nutty about Ja Rule. How we buried Ja Rule.
They wasn't singing and rapping?
That's nutty.
No,
they wasn't?
Ja Rule was the guy at one point
in time. He wasn't singing and rapping? You just said no? What are you talking about?
Ja, hold on. Before Ja put that, you got to go to Vinny Very Vicious, dog. Like, real shit. Like, you got to understand who saved Def Jam. It was DMX, Ja Rule, and Hov, because it wasn't nobody spitting that shit them niggas was spitting at the time. They was really the original Murder Inc. They just couldn't get along. The Eagles was fucking with them. Everybody thought they was the shit. Why you think they put Ja Rule in backstage? Hov and them niggas had that nigga on tour. Them niggas, listen. Ja had flow. Don't get me wrong. Like, if we had a top 10, Ja on my list.
How you feel about Ja?
And Nas ain't rap with a lot of niggas, but Nas
he not on my top 10. Ja tried, he not on my personal top 10. But he be singing, nigga. He was singing, rapping. I don't know what he was talking about.
Bro,
nigga was singing,
what I'm saying is
he
enhanced it. This is how he enhanced it.
And then 50 came out. And then
he made it cool.
What's up with the candy shop?
He made it cool to do that and be a pop star too. And
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you gotta get
television
bro.
Let's give everybody a chance to talk, y'all. One mic.
The difference between Drake and all these other niggas is he stepped into other industries and got on the other platforms because of his face and because of his business that he had behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And the bag that he had behind him. A lot of these other rap niggas that sing and rap didn't have that. He couldn't do those. He couldn't step onto these Saturday Night Live joints and they primes and shit like that. They couldn't do different situations. And this nigga Drake selling worldwide. Like, that's what I'm saying. He enhanced it. Like, you know what I mean? Your niggas do worldwide tours, but he's selling out worldwide. You know what I mean? His numbers is different. So he ain't doing nothing different other than just open up more avenues for himself. Like,
we gonna give a chance to get off about Ja Rule and shit. Then we gonna change the subject. We gonna get spicy. We gotta get spicy. We gotta get spicy. We gotta get on these heavy topics. How you feel about Ja Rule?
Ja Rule, GOAT.
Yes.
Ja Rule, GOAT. But Ja Rule hot as shit is with female. Like, Ja Rule don't got no shit by itself where you be like, damn, all his shit is with female artists. All his hottest shit is with female artists. Drake, you talking about Drake, and I'm not even know. I'm vicious Pusha T boy. I ain't really know Drake, but I know Drake is undeniable. You talking about singing? Them niggas weren't really. Them niggas was like on some thug passion singing shit. Drake is on some like really singing shit. Like, he give you a whole singing record. Ja Rule couldn't give you no whole singing record where it's just all singing.
Are you listening to his all singing records?
And all his hottest shit is with female artists. Always on Time, with Ashanti, the Lil Mo record, the J-Lo record. Everything is with a female artist. It ain't really nothing by itself. You give me a Ja Rule, you give me a classic Ja Rule joint by itself right now.
Holla.
So we're not comparing Drake and Ja Rule. We asked you how you feel about Ja Rule.
Yeah, but we saying that Drake changed the game.
Said name a holla. Holla. Then you had the joint he had a couple joints on the motherfucking Fast and the Furious soundtrack. Money Pop. It's a lot of joints. He had a lot of joints. Shit, nigga, he was on the Belly soundtrack. Him, Nas, and DMX, and motherfucker. Y'all gotta go to them records, man.
We talking about Drake. We talking about Drake, though, bro. We talking about Drake.
Real quick.
No, we wasn't. We was talking about Ja Rule,
No. I'm saying, but like we all talking about.
We all over the place right now. We just having a debate real quick. But let me say this real quick, and we about to get back on topic and shit like that. 50 Cent put that nigga in the hole, man. He put him in a hole. He put him in a hole to the point.
50,
I remember I was at Harris like 2 years ago. I was at Harris and shit like that at New Jersey. If you ever been to Harris, the pool party joint, I went there and I saw Ja Rule performing. When it was like probably like 10 people inside the you know, inside the pool party and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, he was on top. Like,
listen, y'all forget that they got raided. They got took down. They couldn't even do nothing. You got to think when Irvin them niggas and Murder Inc. got took down, that's when 50 came out. Y'all tend to forget he couldn't drop no music. All your music at these studios, they shut everything.
I disagree.
Bro, we could have cut, bro. If he a hustler,
dog, he could go. I mean, nigga, we under COVID. Who the fuck rapping, nigga? I mean, when shit gets shut down, who rap? How the fuck?
No, I'm talking about before COVID, my
before
man.
COVID.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying at the time that the Feds, y'all forgot the Feds came in. What rock artists was rapping when the Feds came?
How long ago was that, bro? How long ago was that? How long ago was that?
Oh, you talking about Ja Rule? You talking about you saw Ja Rule down?
Ja Rule ain't had nothing to do with that though. He ain't get pulled. He wasn't.
You're not again. You're not a tune. You're not listening. I said if all your work is at the studio, at your man business that they own, Irv Gotti is the producer. So now if all your records over here and they shut his shit down, how you getting your records? You're not getting your music, bro. You can't record it. This is where you was recording it. That's why I'm trying.
Let's see what here, there, y'all. Let's get to the next topic, man.
He couldn't put nothing out.
And he definitely
look it up too. He couldn't put nothing out. They went on Breakfast Club and told niggas they said they couldn't put nothing out. That's when 50 got over.
Man, 50 burned this nigga down. They had records going back and forth with each other.
He in his career, bro. He in his career.
What do you mean? They had records going back and forth.
Yeah, you fucking right. He ended his career. He tried to end everybody's joint. His
he
joint
ended a lot of niggas.
He wants
cut Joe out of the picture for a minute.
He cut Fat Joe out no picture.
Listen, I'm on a label. Hold up.
When it
came
to
I gotta reestablish myself.
Putting these niggas on these social media platforms and making memes of these niggas. He was the first one to do this type shit. Had niggas looking crazy. 50 had niggas looking real silly. From Ross to Joe to Jada to fucking
Jada kissing them ain't go for that shit.
But you know what's so funny?
Ain't go for that shit, nigga.
Fat Joe and them
talk about it? Talk about it, yeah. Talk about it, yeah.
Y'all talking about? Hold up.
Just because he did that shit, don't.
Hold up. So now we finding out, right? What did we just answer? We finding out who was the true bosses and who wasn't. So again, why was Fat Joe able to put his shit out? Because he is his own boss. How was other nigga able to put? Ja again didn't have his own studio, didn't have his own equipment, didn't have that shit.
Nigga was moving off of Irv.
You're moving off of Irv. So now when Irv get taken down and Murder Inc., you kind of swim and sink with them. It's like
50 dropped. It's like Jeezy. 50 dropped.
It's like Jeezy and Meech.
Shut New York down. Shut New York down. Shut the world down. Everybody was 50 Cent, G-ing it up, all that shit. He shut the world down. These niggas could not compete with that boy. They could not compete with that boy,
nobody
bro.
that year was able to compete with him.
On records.
Listen, nobody that year. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this.
Shut them niggas down,
a lot of record companies, right, get taken down by default of their own bullshit. Niggas got took down by the feds, and the Fed, hold up, they got took down by the feds with the feds lost. Y'all gotta read the story, bro. The feds lost.
Let's go to the next topic, y'all. We gonna be on here all day, man.
So now if the feds lost,
so how they beat the feds? How they beat the feds? How they beat the feds but couldn't beat 50 Cent?
I mean, who could that year? The nigga had Dr.Dre and Eminem that year. Like nobody that year sold more than him. Nobody.
Next topic,
Fuck Ja Rule. Nobody that year, nigga. That year. Go find me an artist that year, nigga, that was competing with 50 Cent when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. The movie came out a year later.
So that was my point. That was my point when I said he cut off because
no other New York niggas had no big stream artists.
He cut a lot of New York niggas out the picture. They shine.
He did.
50 took a lot of niggas shine. Then after he started beefing with niggas, he took a lot of niggas' hearts. And then the records, niggas couldn't make the records no more, bro. Let's keep it real. He had the radio shit. He had DJs feeling crazy if they was playing one of the other niggas' records. Like, it was a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that niggas don't account for. Like, 50 Cent had a crazy movement when it came to this music shit and how he was connected with this media shit, bro.
Yeah,
like, he was smart. He was the first troll for real.
He's a troll.
He was the first troll.
But look what happened. He go over there. The game come over there. He go over there. The game get on, and then now all of a sudden, It's Black Wall Street against G-Unit.
And who won?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Neither side's won because none of them niggas, neither side felt like they should have had to go to the beef. I mean, past the beef on wax.
50 carried that shit, bro. And 50's still standing, and he's still
so y'all don't think the game's still standing?
And Ja Rule is low budget right now. He's low budget. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but he's
I thought we was just talking rap, man.
We just speaking.
Because when we talk hip hop, we still gotta give these niggas. We still gotta give niggas.
It was a battle. He lost.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about though. I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about how did we get a Ja Rule? That's the part that I don't understand with niggas. Like, how did y'all skip over? How did we get a Ja Rule? What was his purpose in hip hop? Where did he come from? What clique? Because if y'all remember Mike Geronimo, you know, y'all remember Mike Geronimo?
Bro, we not taking nothing away from Ja Rule at all, bro. We just know that he lost the fucking battle, wrong.
He did lose that battle. He lost that battle hard.
He won the fight though, because we heard it was a rumble. It was a scruffle that occurred. So he might won the fight, but he lost the battle.
Hey, Mac shit, I heard you.
Bro, it's okay, bro. It's okay. We gotta get to the next topic, man. We spent an hour talking about Ja Rule.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the vaccines, man.
We wasn't even supposed to talk about this nigga. I don't know where he came from. He was still
what I think about my baby? And I wanna go crazy.
Fucking with K Gibbs. You fucking with K Gibbs. You start talking about Ja Rule and shit, man.
I don't even know. Right, Rule K.
Then this nigga didn't link. Then you didn't link with these white guys. You link with these white guys.
All I want to know is you're bringing Eminem to the cookout, man.
Hold
Johnny,
up,
you're bringing him to the cookout.
Bro, this dude then created this dude then linked up with a few white smart guys that was scams all the time, the whole time and shit like that. And what happened? What happened on that island? They burnt thousands of motherfuckers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Y'all remember that? Firefest shit?
Did they make a documentary about that shit? They had a documentary about that shit on Netflix.
Yeah.
They said they had a whole fake concert out there, motherfucker.
Did you see the menu? They was feeding motherfuckers hot dogs with fucking baked beans.
Bro,
you know, they definitely treated a lot of people wrong in that situation and shit. I'm not down Ja Rule, but it's like Ja Rule, he was definitely one of the top dogs and shit. He took a fall.
Eminem even told everybody that Ja Rule made him want to sing. Remember when he did Mockingbird? That joint right there, Eminem. He said he got that shit from.
We not talking about Eminem no more, man.
What's the next topic? Yo, we gotta get into it. We got so much other shit to cover, y'all.
Hey man, listen, we're gonna talk about the vaccines. We're gonna talk about the vaccines. So now,
unless we're gonna be here for 3 hours.
No, man, we're gonna talk about the vaccines.
Mute your Joe Gibbs. We hear the Ferrari.
So listen, right?
Your Ferrari engine crazy. Mute your Joe.
I want to know how everybody feel about a vaccine being made within a year of the COVID pandemic, COVID-19.
Wow.
And would y'all ever? What would you do if you're in a situation that if they make us have to take it? What is your plans?
Go ahead, Tuna. You can go then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
go. I'll go last.
I'm gonna go. But before we do that, my fault to go back to this shit. Who y'all putting Eminem up against in the verses?
Oh, you want to give? All right, real quick.
Real quick. There's one name. There's one name.
Before we tap into that, on the verses.
Yeah,
on the verses.
Who you putting Eminem against?
I want to see Eminem. I want to see Eminem against Snoop. Man, why the fuck is they beefing, man? Get that shit together. I want to see them two go.
Snoop already was on.
I want to see him again.
Kanye.
Woo! That's a good one. That's a good one.
Who you got, Rome?
How y'all feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Kanye dust that nigga.
He will, but they're a good match.
I got Hove, man.
I was gonna say Hov, but we gotta be realistic.
We need Hov.
Like, no, we gonna do this. We gonna do this. So we gonna go to Machine Gun Kelly, man, because you know he most definitely hate him. Machine Gun Kelly
don't have the catalog to go against him.
But you know he already dissed him. He already dissed him.
He don't have the cat. How you just gonna put Machine Gun Kelly against Eminem?
How you know? Hey, Gibbs.
I'm not with that. I'm not.
Hey, Gibbs. They already. Hey, Gibbs. You saying how do I do that when I'm telling you, bro? They already did it already.
No, we talking about the verses. We talking about the verses, catalog, songs.
Listen. What I'm saying to
20
you.
records.
Well,
20 records.
I mean, it's some. I mean,
bro, we don't even know. We don't even know 5 Machine Gun Kelly records, bro.
True that.
We don't know 5.
I gave y'all who I said first. I said Hov, man. Like y'all niggas, y'all took Hov down. I said Hov time, so it's like the fuck.
What made you say Machine Gun Kelly? What made you say that though, Ron?
I said that because that's somebody that really want to get at. Again, that's somebody that really want to get at. Again, we want to see a good show. So again, what I'm saying to y'all is somebody that I know that want to put up some records. This nigga might go on and make an album just to go the fuck up there.
I put Eminem up against T.I.
Against who?
T.I. Yeah.
Yo, T.I. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
I don't want to put him on
T.I. Put him on tip.
Y'all niggas just.
Hold up, hey,
I'm surprised you even said that, bro.
T.I. to Eminem?
Yo, nobody don't want to see no T.I. versus Eminem.
It's not about what I said. Who you gonna put against him? I ain't saying
T.I.
people want to see.
All right, so Gibbs. Who would you put against him?
From the South.
I just told you. I said Kanye.
He said Kanye.
Oh yeah, you did.
Kanye not from the South, nigga.
No, I'm talking about Eminem. We talking about Eminem.
I want to see Eminem against fucking like somebody like Nas or somebody like Ghost Status. Somebody like
I feel like Nas gonna sweep him with every record.
Yeah, he is. That's what I meant by when I said I wouldn't take you to the cookout.
That's a good one. Him and Lil Wayne. That'd be a good job. How y'all feel about that?
Huh?
Him and Lil Wayne.
Him and Lil Wayne. Eminem and Lil Wayne. How y'all feel about that?
That could work.
That's a nutty joint right there.
That's a good joint. That could work.
Yeah, man. I would love to see that, man. How
you feel about that, Gibbs? Hey, Gibbs, how you feel about that? I would love to see Cameron
against fucking Mace. Woo!
Cam versus Mace.
How y'all feel about that, Gibbs? How y'all feel about that, Ron?
That's a hell of a joint. I'd love to see that.
I'd
love to see Jim Jones against my man, Big Avelli.
Go ahead. I'm trying to bring. Hello?
I like Cam. I like Cam versus Mace, but when Mace played them old, like Mace
with
got
Puffy dancing and shit.
All them joints with Biggie and shit like that. That shit crazy.
Real rap, man. So
I bet. So yeah, go ahead, Ron. We're gonna get back to Ron with the vaccines. I ain't fucking with the vaccines.
Let's get.
It's a no go on my end, my nigga. So
I need everybody to share this live. Let's get these 60. Let's get
you at least 100. You ain't taking the vaccine?
Fuck, I'm gonna take it for it. I already had this shit.
No, you ain't even heard me. I said if they make you take it, what are your plans? If they make it mandatory that we all gotta take it, what is your plans?
I don't work at 9 to 5, so.
Not me neither.
I don't really gotta be in the public.
Not me neither.
I fucking with it. I'm cool.
I'm going underground, dog.
I'm cool.
I'm not getting
going underground.
I'm not getting it.
What I mean by underground is out of sight, out of mind.
All right. So let's really tap into the vaccine and shit. Let's really tap into it because I heard there's a lot of side effects.
Well, that's not even the vaccine. That's them side effects. That's not even the vaccine.
Break it down, Rome. You're more educated. Let the people know. You up top on the vaccine.
The whole thing is this, man. They don't have a vaccine for the common cold. They don't have a vaccine, for HIV. They don't have a vaccine for the flu. Like they don't have vaccines for cancer. They got medicine that contains of again blocking your nerves where you don't feel certain shit. But even the vaccine is not a cure. So my whole thing is why would you put something in your body that's not even gonna cure what they saying you have? So now you telling me you got to give me COVID to fight COVID, because when you get a flu shot, they give you the flu to fight the flu. So let's imagine, right? Everybody that never had the flu a day in their life being born, when you take your baby to the hospital and get them the flu shot, who actually gave them the flu?
Talk about it.
You got to take note and think of that. Like, well, if they didn't, you giving it to them so they won't get the shit, but you're giving them the shit before they. What's the difference from them catching it from you giving it to me before I catch it, but I'm catching the same shit? So it's like, you know, the scenario, and it's going the same way with this COVID shit. So I'm trying to tell everybody, you know, like, again, what is hospitals and what is doctors? So now if you look at everything, right? When you go to the hospital, the doctor is the only person that can sign off on you, because you got to get consent for you to get the medication from them, right? You got to sign off on the paperwork. So now, right, if that shit come back, you sign off saying, yeah, you can run these tests. That's how they first get your signature. Yo, look, we're going to run these tests. We need your signature to run these tests. Soon as you get your signature, they come back with the antidote, like, all right, you got this, you got that. We're going to administrate this. When they say administrate, meaning you gave them the consent to administrate what they are offering you for what they saying you have, and what you gave your consent to see if you had. So now, right, that's imagining you say, no, I don't want that shit. And they like, no, nigga, we not letting you out this motherfucking hospital bed until you get this shit, because this is what we saying you got. What's the next move the doctors can do? Call the cops. Bring the cops in and they'll lock you the fuck up. And then so you got to look at how strong and how powerful hospitals and doctors are for real. They the only motherfuckers that can sign it. Oh, this person's crazy. 302 them. And they'll strap you down and restrain you to anything in the fucking hospital until some specialists come and get you. So you got to be real dreary and wary of understanding that you might got a little common cold or the flu. Soon as you run there because you got a headache thinking that you got COVID, what's so hard in them motherfuckers saying you got it? Now they able to run tests and shit on you, because now you signed up and got them signing on your paperwork you got COVID. So now when you walk out that hospital, you a COVID patient. You just going home for 14 fucking days. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the mask still on. They saying on your paperwork you got COVID. So now anywhere you go in the world, let's say if you try to, motherfucker gonna read your record and be like, yo, we got on your paperwork you had COVID. This is what the fuck is about to go down. So now if you get all these people walking around and on their paperwork saying COVID, this person got COVID, he got diagnosed with COVID 5 months ago. It's looking like it's a fucking pandemic. It's looking like a fucking pandemic. So this is why when Trump said, yo, I'm gonna give y'all niggas this money, y'all go to fucking the house, because the less people out there saying they feel like they got COVID or they got COVID, the hospitals don't have nothing to treat. You can't treat nothing that's not there. Think about it. You can't treat nothing that's not there. It will not exist if we're not there. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what nobody understood what Trump was saying. He said, if y'all all go in the house, this should be going by such and such. We was the fuck out. We got the money and went outside.
This is the thing I didn't understand. I understand why niggas was going to the hospital, knowing damn well the hospital couldn't save you anyway. So I don't understand what the point of going to the hospital for something they said they have no cure for, can't help you. Stay in the crib. Fuck you going to the hospital for?
In the crib.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go to the hospital, spread that shit all crazy. It be it's like it's going crazy, nigga. There's so much shit going on. You know, niggas should have stayed there, but we here now. Fuck, we gonna do now.
I want to say shout out to Psycho. I just brought Psycho in, man. He definitely up and coming artist and shit like that. I want to say salute to you, Psycho. What is your input on? Give me your output on the COVID and the vaccine. You know, we see that they created a vaccine and shit like that. What's your input on it? Give us your output on that shit.
My input on that?
Yeah, input. Yeah.
So I basically look at it like this, right? I be having my own belief. I don't know what's going on. I don't even try to really dig into it like that. Like I done got a headache about the shit at this point and shit. So I just try to follow protocol, like keep the mask on, whatever. I don't know what's out there. I do know this though. It's scientifically proven that it take about close to like 800 years for organic, natural pandemic to occur. This shit happened in under a decade. So I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what was manipulated and what was put out there. I don't really know. You feel what I'm saying? I just try to follow protocol and shit and just read up on the shit and try to stay educated about it. But it's a fucked up situation. I know before this, I ain't really see it. I ain't really see too many doctors like making videos crying, talking about how they gotta quit their career and they don't want to be doctors no more because they forced to do things that they don't want to do, like write COVID stuff
Overall,
on
man.
people's death certificates, like shit like that. Like you feel what I'm saying? So I don't really know. It's just weird shit going on. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I just
Overall,
try to
it's a
follow
bad
protocol. That's
situation,
all.
man. It's a bad
Listen,
situation. If it was last year or the beginning of last year, we would have predict something that was going to happen like this, and we was going to be out of work and we was going to be on lockdown. We'd have been going like what? We'd have been downplaying this shit, but you know what I mean. As we see, throughout the year, and we see how this shit had really, a lot of people lost their life from being sick from this from the disease and shit like that. It's definitely something that's it's not nothing to be played with. It's definitely, I want to just
Can't
say
play
this.
around with it.
You can't play around with this shit. Wear your mask, mask up, keep your distance, and let's carry out the right way, because my thing is, we have we got grandmoms, we got older people that we be around and shit like that, and they can't cope. They can't really deal with the situation how we can deal with this. Their body is not immune to it, so they can really get sick and really have different issues. They can drop.
Hey Mac,
Yo,
can I piggyback off you
let me
real
say
quick?
this, bro. Let me finish my bro. You can go ahead, bro. I'm not
No,
gonna.
I'm gonna just piggyback off what you're saying.
We
When you
just
get
got
done.
really, we got to just really be. What I was saying is, we just gotta really be cautious, of the elderly people and shit like that, because their immune system and other issues that they're going through and shit like that, they in risk more than we is in risk with that and shit like that. So we just gotta be cautious with that COVID shit. But I'm gonna let you go ahead, Rome. It's a terrible situation, man.
It's crazy when the same people that tell you about it is the same people trying to tell you that they gonna find a way to fix it. my whole thing
right.
about life. My whole thing about life is this. If again, I just know realistically, if it's not airborne, I just never seen something floating through the atmosphere, and it's just it's a name for the shit. You can't see the shit. You don't know who the fuck is landing on, but it's floating through the fucking atmosphere, but it's not airborne. But it's coming like what, a common cold
We
is coming, like they're
know how
not
to stop
like it's like since COVID started, you don't hear nothing about the flu, a common cold, a 24-hour
You don't
stomach
hear nothing about a
virus,
common cold, nothing.
nothing. Everything's just COVID. As soon as a nigga sneezes, oh, get away from me, it's COVID. And it's like a mental trance. It's like walking somebody down to the dock saying it's a bunch of it's water in there, dive in there, but it ain't no fucking water in there.
Yeah, but we also know people that a
But
lot
you
of people
know,
that died from it too.
No, hold up. That's what I wanted to get to. Hold up,
But
Johnny. That's what I wanted to get to, Johnny. That
yeah,
right
that's why
there.
I said it's a tricky
Again,
part
see how
though,
you
bro.
said a lot of people died from it. None of our family members was invited in these rooms. Everybody that they said died was by themselves in there. I keep trying to tell y'all, the doctors are the hospital is a corporation. It's funded. It's sold. It's bought. They get paychecks. So now, I just told everybody, if you got up right and didn't go to work, what would life look like? This shit right here. But we'd be controlling it because we the ones that decided to get the fuck up and stop going. Right? Compared to them firing us and we looking like nuts and then got nowhere to go. See, it's a two-way street to this life we live in. We can let them motherfuckers trap us in and then box us in and then tell us to go the fuck out when they want and then come back in when they need us. It's like, no, it's order we gonna take this shit back and say, all right, I'm not getting on that boat no more. That boat ain't selling no motherfucking weird that I'm feeling like I need to be.
Right.
So now we're gonna go to this vaccine and we're gonna go back to the hospital. Everybody that go in the hospital again, let's say if I would have went and said, yo, I got a headache, I can't breathe, I can't smell. When they, who knows if they sticking that shit up in your nose and just giving you COVID? That could be the shit. Get to the hospital, stick the shit up your nose, and then they test this shit and now it's COVID. But my thing is this.
I don't trust none of this shit, bro.
You don't, you right. So if you don't trust it, right, how can you even speak about it being real?
Because you got Bill Gates getting on here talking about.
No, you got Bill Gates trying to administrate something that they're creating. So again, who's playing God here? Them. They the ones that want to be the superheroes for some apparent reason for this COVID virus to just be the first virus of history of niggerdom, to be the first one that a Microsoft genius that's transferred himself the fuck over to a scientist.
It's not the first one, bro. Remember how they first came over here giving niggas diseases to kill people off?
No, I'm not saying he the first one. I was
just
saying
in warfare. Yeah, no, but they got it's a history of motherfuckers using.
They've been doing right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna let this man go over there.
The United States, the pandemics never reached all the way over here to the United States, so it wasn't the pandemic over here. It was pandemics like SARS.
But see this.
Everything
does that mean we got another war? Would that mean we at war on our own?
On our own home turf, because you got to understand this is worldwide. This is not just America. Everybody on our team be talking about fuck Trump like it was just Trump. Like Trump, it's a worldwide pandemic. This nigga trying to make a vaccine for the globe, not a fucking country. He trying to make it vaccine for the globe. They ain't got one for the regular shit we got. And now you just got this scientific, the best science, the same fucking scientists. Now these motherfuckers is gonna come up with something in a year. Man, y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
That's impossible.
But that's why we all need to really stick together and educate.
But everybody keep going to the fucking hospital talking about they got COVID.
Huh? Say that again?
But everybody keep running to the fucking hospital, letting these motherfucking doctors scribble down there y'all got COVID.
Because that's the only thing that people know is to go to the hospital.
Better get some
But you know, it's like
that. And we gonna get off this topic, Tuna. I know.
Hey Mac, you know the easiest way to control a mass group of people, right?
Right. Talk about it.
It's by fear.
Facts.
By fear. You scare enough people, they gonna listen to you.
I agree.
So when you created like this pandemic,
you got 100 people running to the hospital.
You got a group of people that only know how to follow the popular opinion. This is what you gonna get.
You're gonna get the pandemic because it's all these people running to the hospital thinking that they got COVID. I can't smell, I can't taste. And we as a human race and a culture can't even as being like great people in our community, we can't even step out and tell our people, no, let's try something else before y'all run the fuck dead. Let's try some remedies. Let's try some natural this. Let's do this. Niggas is not doing none of that. They running the fuck out here, going straight to the hospitals, and the hospitals is jotting down on their fucking records, COVID. And the more numbers that they get saying COVID, they can send that off and say, yeah, it's a fucking pandemic. We need that medicine and every fucking thing else y'all talking about y'all sending in, which they sending in into our communities through the hospital.
Right. So
we all in the fuck up in the hospital one way or another. All of us, we done all checked in one time.
I agree with you. And listen, we're gonna tap on that on a whole nother different segment, man, because we need to touch on that. I'm actually gonna bring some type of doctor or a nurse in here to break it down to us even more.
That's some crazy shit.
Listen, let me say this to the people. Let's just make sure we wear a mask. Let's make sure we, take our black seed oil or I know a lot of people fuck with the sea moss and shit like that. Let's make sure we take care of our, let's make sure we eat right. I've been eating, I changed my diet, yo. That's one thing I did that I've really been successful at losing weight because I changed my diet and shit. I struggle with it, but I got it down pat and shit like that. But we really need to change the way we gotta change the way we eat. We gotta watch what we put in our bodies and shit like that. And we gotta really tap into You know, because you gotta understand, like, how long we fucked our bodies up. I know at a point of a time and shit of y'all lives and shit like that, we was drinkers. Like, you know, we smoked a lot of weed. You know, we popped a lot of pills and shit. We did drugs. We did a lot of fucked up shit. Now, I feel like we at the age now, it's time to really focus on taking care of your body and doing the right things and shit like that. Because we want to be here. We want to be here forever. We want to see our kids graduate. We want to see our kids get married and shit like that, and we want to just be example to our kids. You know what I mean? So we really got to tap into. We're gonna tap into that. We're gonna tap into that on another episode and shit. I really want to tap into before we run out of time. I want to tap into the next topic. I want to get back on Philly hip hop, the Philly hip hop scene right now, real quick. I need everybody to smash the like button. Let's get these views up and shit like that. Rome, I appreciate you, Rome. You always bring that knowledge that we need, man. You passionate about it and shit like that. We can go on and on. Hopefully, we can go on a live, me and you, and we can talk about this later on today and shit like that.
I got you.
You know what he's talking about.
We need to be educated. You know what I mean? A lot of us is not educated the proper way and shit like that.
A lot of times we just got to do a little research in history, right? Like, because it's like it's so many instances in the last 200 years of where they use chemical, biological warfare, disease, viruses on American. You know what I mean? So it's and just people just gotta look. You know what I mean? Just look up the history, man. Google shit, like the knowledge.
Tune. And again, people don't understand that when the era changed, we got to look at it. When the era changed, now what era are we in right now? We was in manual before, where everything was on the groundwork, manual antennas, manual this, manual. We was on manual. We on digital now, which is what level? What level that they just stepped us up on? Air. Everything's in the air. Everything, we getting our signals from the air. Everything's air right now. We in the digital air era.
That's deep.
Now we got a virus. It's just in the air, like everything in the air. Our cell phone towers is up in the air. We beaming and binging and pinging and pinging and all this. All that's in the air.
You're right.
So you got to understand what era that we're in. That we didn't train when they took everything and took the manual antennas and everything turned digital, and the whole globe had to turn digital. The whole globe.
Oh, we're gonna tap into that. We're gonna tap into that. I'm gonna have a segment for that, and I'm gonna bring a few other guys like Basil and like Zoran, and we're gonna tap into that, man, really, because we need to be a lot of our young.
They turned the switch up, man.
They need to be educated. They need to be educated, man. And you definitely on the right path. I just want to move along with the show and shit like that.
You
I
already
want to
know,
cover
man.
all the topics and shit like that. I want to say shout out to my young and Psycho tapping in. Tuna, what we got next on the on the schedule and shit like that?
Hey man, let's lighten up the air, man. You know what I mean? Let's lighten up the air. Let's take it over to the sports world, man. Let's take it over to the sports world.
But we gotta educate the people. We have to educate.
We definitely gonna educate the folks. I mean, but we're gonna talk about the sports world, man. And we talked a little about the politics. I know Rome wanted to talk about the politics of sports.
Okay.
But before we get there, I know you had a couple announcements in the boxing world you wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that.
You want me to start off?
Yeah. You was talking about somebody was getting ducked from Philadelphia by certain. You said somebody was ducking Gervonta Davis.
We all know that one of the biggest fights for the last 5 years was Tank Davis versus, come on, who else, y'all? Come on, who else, Psycho? Who else? Who's supposed to fight Tank? Huh?
You talking about Danny?
Not Danny. Oh, no, not Danny. You don't know nothing about boxing? I'm trying to have everybody, trying to get everybody involved.
Oh, you talking about Tab? Yeah, no, they been supposed to fight though. You is right though. You talking about Tab? Yeah, they was been supposed to fight.
They were supposed to fight for the longest. You know what I mean? And
I think it go back farther than that though, man. I think it go back like 7 years, 6, 7 years, shit like that.
No,
that's when they started going at each other and shit on.
Wow. And then the main thing was, yo, it's Psycho. The main thing was Tank was like, yo, you got to get a belt. Once you get a belt, then you can come holler at me, whatever the case may be. You can come holler at me. We can make it happen. You know what I mean? Travis did his thing. He knocked a lot of opponents out, and he got the belt. He had got the world title and shit like that. So he came. He went right to to Floyd Mayweather, which is Tank promoter and shit like that, and it never happened. You know what I mean? The fight never happened and shit like that. I feel like Tank was definitely scared. I feel like he was scared. My opinion. I feel like he was scared. I feel like he was scared.
I think when Tank didn't take the fight after Tav got his belt, I think Tav had another fight after that. I think he lost.
No.
Like that, right?
I'm a boxing fan.
That's what happened.
No.
It's a point of a time, y'all. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. They both didn't have no fights and shit like that. They both ain't have no fights on their schedule. Their schedules was wide open and shit. And the fight could have happened.
So what you think it was, man?
Shit like that. I think that, I think, and we saw that.
Tank definitely didn't want to fight Tav, though. He didn't want to fight him yet. Like, that was obvious. He didn't want to fight Tav. Tav was asking for the fight. He didn't want to fight Tav yet.
Hard. They was beefing hard. I actually saw Tank had came to North Philly. Did y'all peep that? Tank had came to Philly at one point of a time and shit. Tank Davis had came to North Philly. Yeah, so they really, you know what I mean? That shit was, was getting real serious. Even, online, it was going back and forth. And that was going to be a make-up fight. But as we know, he lost his belt and shit like that. Took a loss and shit like that. He took a loss and shit. He lost his belt and shit like that. And you know what I mean? He took a fall and shit like that. And we hoping for the best for him. You know what I mean? Wish nothing for the best. And J-Rock definitely took a loss too.
Back,
yeah, huh? It's like Philly. It's like a lot of Philly boxers been doing a lot of, you know what I mean? A lot of losing. Like we've been losing a lot. J-Rock was another one.
I think Danny just lost too.
Danny just lost the fight and shit like that. It's a lot of these Philly. And let me say this. Psycho. Jesse Hart, he from our way. That's the guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I be on Jesse.
But niggas really scared. Niggas scared to fight Jesse though.
But
it always been like that
about Jesse, bro. Jesse's a street brawler. Like he got that.
Yeah, he fight different.
He want to just tear a nigga head the fuck off instead of you gotta box. You gotta really work that range. You gotta really, you know what I mean? And he got a fight that's coming up.
He's not that disciplined.
Yeah. How y'all feel about the Errol Spence and the Danny Garcia? That's a recent fight that just happened. How do y'all feel about that, Rome and Tuna? How do y'all feel about that fight? And how it came out with it?
I always root for Philly, man, but shit happened, baby. You know what I'm saying? I root for Philly though.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Man.
Another thing before we
you gonna catch me saying you try to give me a sound bite.
Before we get off the boxing subject,
try to give you a sound bite. You were like, yo, look what Tuna said this morning on this show.
Ron, what you think, Ron? What you think? Because I want to speak on another Omega fight that's hopefully it take place soon as possible.
I feel like that was a bad John that night. Man.
Who?
Huh?
Who? What was the bad John?
Danny. I mean, who won? Danny lost, right?
Yeah, I feel like he had the advantage to beat.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying to you is again, everybody had their day. That's why I said I feel like that was a bad John. Like, I just don't feel like that was his day that day.
I'm just say this, man. You think
he took it serious? You think he took it serious?
I rock with Philly.
I don't think nobody taking nothing serious last year because of COVID, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
what you mean? These athletes is I feel like they zoned.
Did you watch the fight? Because not having a bad day and getting your ass beat is two different jobs. I mean, not having a good day and then getting your ass beat.
Like, no, I'm saying I'm saying.
Nah, but I do think all these athletes should be used to not performing in front of fans now, though. That fan shit don't mean nothing now. Like,
Can I say why I was
affected them in the
fans in
beginning,
the
but
gym.
now, nah, that shit ain't nothing now.
Ain't no
Can
fans
I say
when
why
you training.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead, Johnny.
This is why I was disappointed in Danny Garcia. Everybody know Errol Spence went through the car accident. Everybody saw his car accident that, you know what I mean, he had, went through a terrible car
Yo, Johnny,
accident.
I
He
was
almost
gonna ask
lost.
you that. That's his first fight since that joint, right?
That was his first fight. He didn't take a warm-up fight. He jumped right into it. He said, I want Danny Garcia. And we know Danny ain't no cake, ain't no piece of cake and shit like that. So we gotta give him credit. You know what I mean? He ain't take no warm-up fight. It's like, in this new era, these fighters be taking these warm-up fights and fighting these nobodies. You gotta give credit to Errol Spence because he took on Danny Garcia and shit like that after being in a severe accident and shit like
So
that.
this is what I'm saying.
Well, that
Why I
boy
say
almost
that.
lost
This
his
is why.
life. He
This is
think
why
he's scared to fight a man. He was on the all time. He's like, I'm back. I gotta get back. Almost
right. That's what I'm saying. That's
he
why
was
I'm saying.
zone. That's why I said Danny was. I don't think Danny was really prepared
you gotta
to
look
be
at
in that
something.
zone to match that.
And that's why I say you gotta also look at shit too from another point of view. Far as we always looking at it from the point of view of what we see. It's like it's other elements in life going on. Like I said, it just didn't look like it was Danny. It was Danny's day, which it appeared to be. It wasn't. And it's guys over here triumphing over a car accident, coming in with nothing to lose because he almost just lost his fucking life. That nigga was on a whole nother level. His mind state was on a whole nother level compared to Danny just coming in with his mindset as a boxer. He don't have definitely. He don't have none of that.
Shout out to Vegas. Vegas tuned in. Shout out to the whole world. Shout out to Baltimore tuned in. But listen, let me say this to you, Rome. And we can have a debate. This is the first 48. My thing is, I hear what you're saying, but let me tell you this, man. Danny Garcia had some most experience. He's been in the game for some time. You understand what I'm saying? This was the opportunity to get them fucking 2 belts and bring them back home to the city. You understand what I'm saying? We saw Errol Spence flaws in a fight with him and Sean Porter. We saw, you know what I mean? We saw his flaws. I feel like Danny should have just capitalized.
It's different, bro. It's different when
Go ahead. Somebody phone stepping up. Go ahead.
And you get hit and you trying to remember what your game plan was when you getting your ass beat. It's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to use your game plan against a nigga and it's not working. It don't start out right. You throw it off from that joint. You know what I'm saying? You can hear me?
Right. I hear you.
So it's different. Like we seen him lost from outside the ring.
Right.
But when you in that ring, nigga, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's different when the gloves on.
So do you think it's over for Danny Garcia, or you think he got another chance to
No, you know what he got to do on some real shit. He gotta tap all the way in and really focus on that shit. Really, I don't know his training regimen and what he doing, but he gotta double that shit and really get a solid fight. It don't matter. It don't really matter. Long as it's not a bum, but gotta be somebody solid. But he just gotta get a nice solid, opponent, and then try to get that rematch for real. I would like to see him go right for the rematch. I don't know if that's possible or not. I don't know, but I would like to see him go. I don't like seeing the homies take an L, man. Like I like seeing the homie. I think that I think that should be his priority to get back.
Man,
but I don't know how the boxing
I just
rules
hope on
and
the
levels
West.
go.
I hope
Niggas,
on the best.
teams be making decisions.
I hope he just change his team up. And I hope he just, the sky's limit for him. It's not over for him. But he got 3 losses. You know what I mean? All his losses was close. But Errol Spence really took him to school though. I can't even say all of them was close. I know the Keith Thurman. That's what
I'm saying. It's like he's getting his ass beat.
he said. But
but that's another joint. You know who else I was upset about?
Since we on boxing and shit like that, what you think about Fury? like Fury is a cheating motherfucker. He cheated in that fight with Deontay Wilder. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Man,
How do you feel about that?
If the allegations is true,
it is.
You know, go ahead. He gotta really come back and beat that nigga the fuck up. Like he really gotta get that. That should be his priority for sure. Like they 1-1, right?
Yeah.
They split. So like that should be the priority, bro. And I don't know, like this cheating shit, when they come down to this cheating shit, man, you know, niggas is always gonna try to do the upper hand.
My bad, Tuna. Somebody want to join the chat. I put the link right here. The link is in the comments. So you go ahead and click the link and we'll bring you in. Whatever the case, and want a fan that want to come in, I'm let a fan come in and give him his opinion. So, all right, like I said, I've been on top.
But I watched the fight. It looked like he lost his heart, bro. It looked like he lost his heart. Even though he got cheated, it looked like he lost his heart in the ring. Like
if you getting hit with some if you getting hit with some shit, with your this nigga was hitting with his knuckles. It was hitting fucking Wilder with his knuckles. His blood was going like this, bro. Come on. Then on top of that, he got a record of cheating. You know, he got a back record of cheating.
What is the boxing league gonna do about that? They're not gonna take that loss off of his column, though. What they gonna do?
They not. And that's the nut shit about boxing. That's the nut shit about boxing politics and shit like that. That's a fucked up situation. But my dream fight that I want to see happen this year or next year, I want to see Terrence Crawford and I want to see Errol Spence go neck to neck. How you feel about that?
That'd be a good job. That'd be a good job. Who you got in it though? Who you want to win? I think I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna rock with Crawford. If we doing bets, I'm gonna rock with Crawford.
You gonna rock with Crawford? Why?
I'm gonna rock with it. Yeah, I'm
gonna
go.
Why?
Yeah, because I feel like I gotta rock with you know, the underdog in a sense where niggas don't think that they gonna, you know what I mean, get to certain levels. Like I fuck with the underdogs because I feel like, you know what I mean, they got more of a chip on their shoulder. When niggas are solid already, it's like, all right, now let's see if he stays solid. I ain't hating on him, but I want to see. But I'm gonna root for the underdog. I'm gonna go with that bet.
Yeah, man, that'll be a hell of a fight. Let me tell you about Crawford, man. Crawford, he done moved up weight. He been moved up different weight classes. He proved this point time after time and shit like that. Now he's sitting with the big dogs. He up there with the big welterweights and shit like that. He had definitely knocked what's the guy name that he just fought? What's his name? Come on. Give me his name.
The last one. I ain't see the last one.
The last fight that Crawford. What's his name? God damn it. Because it was the same guy that Spence had for one point in time. Sean Porter fought the same guy. He from the UK and shit like that. Hold on, let me look at the comments. They're gonna give me his name and shit like that. They're gonna give me his name. But he definitely had carried it. He definitely carried it and shit like that. And he had, knocked the guy out and shit like that. What y'all think about
last fight?
Charlo's brother? I love the Charlo brothers, bro. I love the Charlo twins, man. They everything in boxing right now. How you feel about the Charlo twins?
Yeah, I'm rocking, man. I only seen 1 or 2 fights though. I ain't gonna catch. And I seen a couple highlights. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I don't like to go off of highlights. You know what I mean? I don't like to go off the replays and shit because you can't really get a real feel of the boxers. But they've been buzzing though. I keep hearing that they be buzzing. You know what I'm saying? They getting their money up. I be seeing them getting them fights. Right.
All right. We had to tap into the sport world. You want to tap into the basketball right now? You want to tap?
Hold up, say that again. Say it again.
Tap into the NBA world.
Yeah, for sure, man.
The Sixers definitely holding it down. The Sixers definitely carrying it. Huh?
What we doing? What the Sixers doing, man? What they gonna do, bro?
Oh, let's man, keep it real. They got the best record right now. They definitely playing good ball. They playing good basketball and shit right now. They definitely you know what I mean. You see, Ben Simmons is getting real better. Ben Simmons is really. I think Farmer last fight was Kell Brook. Or it was Kell Brook, y'all. I'm sorry. It was Kell Brook. That's who Terrence Crawford last fight was. And he fucking knocked him down in probably like 2 to 3 rounds and shit like that. Terrence Crawford is definitely a different type of monster and shit. But I don't know when it comes down to Errol Spence, because Errol
Spence
Spence
is a good joint.
Yeah, that's a mega fight. That's a mega fight, man. That's a mega fight. And back to the NBA.
You're talking about the Sixers. Yeah.
76.
So you think? So I'm saying you think the Sixers gonna carry it, man? I mean, it's early. What, they 6-1?
Yeah, they got a good record. Like they got one of the best records right now and shit like that. If I see somebody wanted to come in, if you want to come in, hit that link right here in the comments. I put a link in the comments. You tap in. We're gonna tap you in. We're gonna give you some time to get on the Philly First 48. Here go Rome coming back in. But yeah, the Sixers definitely holding it down, Rome. I see Rome. Yo, listen, I'm talking to the audience. I see Rome ain't no sports, ain't a sports boy and shit like that. You know what I mean? He not updated on the sports. He should definitely not the 76ers. What the fuck you like? Hockey? Like soccer? You know what I mean?
Nigga, I like football and basketball, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I like hockey too, nigga. I was a Flyers fan, nigga. Wrestling and all them, nigga.
Rome.
Yeah.
You're not tapped into boxing, even the boxing world or the NBA. You're not tapped into that.
I mean, I'm tapped into everything. You know, I used to I did some film work for Terrence Crawford, man, out there, Omaha, Nebraska, man. So, you know, I'm already tapped in with the boxers, the boxing world. By the grace of the God, me and Tuna actually be linking up, and we'll be going out there to Omaha, Nebraska to do something with Terrence Crawford. I'm a part of Team Crawford. Team Crawford, shout out to y'all. Y'all know the vibes, man. My bro Mont, man. I see you soon, brother. And basketball, you know, I always been a Sixers fan. You know, I was an AI fan, and Julius Erving and Charles Barkley and Maurice Cheeks and all that good shit right there. You know, one thing about me, when I'm playing these video games, man, I play with all Philly teams, man. I'm an Eagles fan to the core. I bleed green, man, till the day I die, man. My casket might be green if I actually don't get cremated.
Right.
The Sixers looking real fucking good right now.
We at the real quick, yo. We at the hour and 36 mark and shit like that, and we got Vodka that's going to come in and tap in with us and shit like that. So I'm gonna give y'all a break and shit. We all gonna take a little break, get something to eat real quick, and we gonna bring one of the Philadelphia legends in and shit like that. We definitely definitely got a lot of other shit that we need to that's needed to be covered and shit like that. There's a lot of events that been going on that we gotta cover and shit like that. So I'm gonna get everybody a break, and we gonna tune back in. Like what y'all say, 2:30 or 3 o'clock or 1:30. What y'all think about? What's good for y'all?
Let's do 3 o'clock.
Let's do 3 o'clock.
All right, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Then we're gonna bring Vodka. We're gonna bring Vodka in, and then we're gonna touch on what's going on in Philly, and we're gonna talk about the King Erna versus Alpo, and we're gonna talk about Queen Flip versus Hassan Campbell. We're gonna talk about the YouTube world, what's going on YouTube and shit like that, and we're gonna tap into even, you know, the streets of Philadelphia and, you know, what's going on in Philly, and what can we do to bring the city together and shit like that. You know what I mean? We're gonna tap into all that. We're gonna bring the legend in, and he's gonna join us, and we're gonna vibe with him. Y'all already know you're gonna have to roll up another L. Cause I'm actually gonna roll up.
You already know.
Yeah, we in for a hell of a ride with Vodka and shit. So I need everybody to.
You ain't rolling up nothing, Johnny.
I'm rolling up today. I'm rolling up today because Rock is gonna give us a good show. Rock is gonna definitely give us a good show. It's definitely gonna be a good vibe. And I definitely wanted to tap a lot of I want to tap our fans, and I don't even like calling people fans. I want to tap our people in so they can you know, just, you know what I mean, give their opinions, and they can I need one of y'all to work on a calling situation. I'm gonna actually do it with my phone because I want people to actually call in to the show.
All you gotta do is make a Google voice. Make a Google voice, like your email. Make a Google voice number from your email.
Okay.
So and then all you gotta do is link it to your cell phone. Link it to any phone, and then when they call, they'll be able to call. You know what I'm saying? But you can answer it from your computer too. Like if your email up on your computer, that shit'll ring your computer.
So, all right, well, we're gonna start at 2:30, right? And we're gonna take some calls. We're gonna vibe with the people that have been supporting us, and we're gonna answer whatever question they got and shit like that. And we're gonna keep on making these moves, not excuses.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That's gonna be dope right there.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to do that?
Man, you already know.
Y'all ready to do
You already know, man. Let's lock in, bro. Let's let me know.
We back.
2:30, we on.
Yeah, go ahead. Salute to y'all.
No, you good.
Rome, Tuna, salute to y'all. We be back at 2:30 with one of the legends, Vodka, and we got Cass City tomorrow and shit like that. Salute to y'all niggas. All right, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Let's get it.
All right, bro. Salute to those guys, y'all. We still trying to get things. We still trying to get things in place and shit like that. We still trying to I just need everybody to bear with me. Just bear with us, y'all. We still trying to fill each other out and you know what I mean, bring out the best content ever and shit like that. I appreciate them guys. They definitely been working before they even linked with me. They've been making major moves and shit like that. You know what I mean? We can make the biggest moves ever as we all just come together and shit like that. And that's what I want to let y'all know and shit like that. If we all come together, we can break so many doors down and shit like that. And I appreciate everybody that been rocking with us. I appreciate the 45 people that been in here. Yeah, and I gotta figure this YouTube thing out more because I want to make certain people the moderator. I want to get people to ranch. I see a lot of different things that I gotta really focus on. I gotta really figure this YouTube shit out and shit like that. Cause y'all know Instagram is my thing and shit like that. But I want to say this to y'all. Salute to y'all. I'm bringing the GOAT in around 3 o'clock, 2:30. We gonna start. I'm gonna give y'all a number so everybody can call in and you can display. You know what I mean? Any questions you got for me, or any question you got for Rome, any question you got for Vodka, any question you got for Tuna, you're more than welcome of calling in on the show. And you know what I mean? Even I don't have no problem tapping, individuals in the show. And you know what I mean? And giving us certain topics to tap in on and talking about certain things and shit. As long as it's positive and long as if it's not, over the edge and shit, and you're not asking no questions about nothing that, concern the direction that we going on, I mean, you're welcome to call up to the Philly First 48, man. Salute to everybody. Shout out to everybody. We be back. I'm back to doing 3 shows in a day. That's why I'm back. I'm back focused. I'm back to killing y'all with content. I talked to Ryder. I talked to Garcia. They're going to be on the show this following week. We got a lot of guests that's coming on the show, and we got a lot of surprises that I'm going to display to y'all and shit like that. I'm gonna give it to y'all, and I'm not gonna talk about a lot of things and shit like that because I know how that shit can get. But 2:30, make sure y'all tune in. Go get some lunch. Go on a lunch break. Go get some pizza. Go get some salad. Look, I'm eating salads. Y'all. I'm living a healthy life, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm really, really living a healthy life, and I'm living. I'm watching what I put in my body and shit like that. And I'm gonna give y'all that too. I'm gonna give y'all the ins and the outs of losing weight and shit. As y'all can see, my weight had dropped. It definitely dropped, like, you know what I mean, in a month and shit like that. But I'm gonna give it to y'all, the process I went to. I'm gonna actually show y'all. A lot of people downplay Herbalife a lot. But let me tell y'all this from experience. Herbalife is the way to go. I'm telling y'all, nigga. Telling y'all. Herbalife is the way to go. We got to get these likes up too. I need everybody to like this live, share it. I'm not asking for no cash apps. I'm not asking for nobody money. I'm I'm just, you know, asking y'all to continue supporting Johnny Mac, Hiphopfirst48, Rome, and these guys that I bring in on board. They're good guys. They got good intentions. They got experience. They've been in the media for a minute and shit. But this is one of, I'm gonna give y'all this. This is one of the items that I use day to day consistently and shit like that. And this is one of the, it's called Polessa, y'all. Look at this. Let me show y'all this. It's Herbalife. Shout out to Cy Yola. I want to show y'all the front of it. I be laughing when people say, y'all know how you high, Johnny, yeah, you lost all day. No. This Polessa right here, y'all. This right here, let me see something. Fuck. This right here is the way to go, y'all. You know what I mean? If you need any information on getting this product, get with me. I definitely can get the ship shipped to you within, 2 to 5 days and shit like that. You take this, click on the person you want to make a ranch and options. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do that at 2:00. But look, let me tell you this. You take one scoop of this each day. Only one scoop of this each day. What it do is, it enhances your my bad. My tongue get tied up. It enhances your hunger. You know what I mean? It narrows down your appetite and shit like that. Instead of being super hungry, you know what I mean? Instead of having different cravings and shit like that, you take that Polessa and that take all the cravings away and shit like that. I haven't been eating. I do the shakes. I definitely do the shakes and shit like that. I do the shakes deli. I'm just giving y'all this. And shit. I never gave it to nobody. But I'm giving y'all this. This is a good joint right here, and it don't cost a lot of money, y'all. This shit don't cost a lot of money at all. Don't cost a lot of money. Another thing I want to show y'all. This right here is a good joint. It's a good joint right here. And this is a good joint. You know what I mean? The whole package, it can run you about, probably like $150 to $200. I got the big package because my package that actually came with a lot of extra shit. Like, you know what I mean? I got the snacks and shit. I got the and I'm showing y'all this. I'm giving y'all this, man, because we really gotta take our health serious and shit like that. And the power. It's powers and numbers. Fact. You already know that. You already know. Salute. And we not driven from the numbers or the views. We not driven from that. As long as we keeping this shit positive, and as long as we staying on staying on the same page and trying to reach our goal and shit, that's the only thing that matter and shit. And as long as I'm touching one person, and as long as I'm getting one individual music out and getting their name out, you know what I mean, that makes my day. That makes me happy and shit like that. And that's what I continue to do and shit like that. All the extra shit I can't really get with it, man. But definitely, y'all, health is wealth, for real. This is another thing that I rock with, y'all. This is my snacks. If I'm craving for some snacks and shit, y'all, I bank out a bar and shit like that. You know what I mean? I definitely do my morning runs and shit. I'm gonna start showing y'all my runs and shit like that, because I see a lot of people say, Johnny, you lost weight super fast because you're on drugs. No. No, I've been working out, I've been eating right, and I've been taking this Polessa, and I've been doing these shakes. I don't even eat dinner. My wife be cooking these 4-course meals. I'm like, babe, I don't want that. I want my shake. You know what I mean? And look at this. You know what I mean? All this weight is coming down off me. I feel good. I'm in the best shape of my life and shit like that. And and I'm passing information to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm passing y'all the information because I know a lot of people been hitting me in my DM. Like, Johnny, how the fuck you lose all that weight? How you do? This is how I did it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give y'all that on a whole nother blog. Oh, you was going to the track. Yeah, I was going to the track. But the thing about it, Tro, I was fucking with the track heavy. I was going to the track, running every morning, as I still do. But it was coming off of me real. It was coming off slow, like, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't eating right. See, the key is, you know, I say 85%. I see 85% of it is really eating right, man. And that shit is the hardest thing to do ever. It's the hardest thing to do ever, because you gonna want your pizza, you gonna want your wings, you gonna want your strambolis, you gonna want turkey wings, you gonna want all that and shit like that. Especially if you got a wife or you got a mom or you got anybody that can throw down and cook every day and shit like that. You definitely gonna be tempted. Definitely gonna be tempted. But I got tired of being fat because a lot of y'all don't know me and shit like that. And I'm gonna get and y'all gotta follow me on Instagram and shit. And I can show y'all different pictures of me. I was a bony ass nigga. I was bony. I was all bones. Psycho on here. Psycho can tell y'all. I was bones and shit like that. But you know, I got married and I had, you know, got relaxed and I blew up and shit like that. I got too comfortable and shit. But now it's time to, you know, lose this weight and tone this shit up and get back, you know, in the best shape of my life and shit like that. But I was led to give y'all that. I'm gonna give y'all that in a separate blog, and we're gonna talk about, you know, how to live a healthy life and how to walk in that, you know, how to stay consistent. How to stay consistent and living that healthy life, and how to cause even I got this thing. It's called snack defense. This shit work like crazy, y'all. It's a and I ran out of that. I actually need some more of that. It's a pill that you take, right? It's called snack defense. And what it do is, if you're craving for any type of snacks, if you're craving for it, you take about like 1 or 2 of those, you're not gonna have no craving for any type of snacks. You ain't gonna have no craving. You ain't gonna even crave. You ain't gonna want no junk food. You ain't gonna have an appetite for it when you take these different pills and vitamins and shit like that. And you know, that's the way to go, man. Herbalife is the way to go. A lot of people been promoting it to me. A lot of people been promoting it to me for the longest. And I'm you know, I'm thinking it's like a scheme and shit. Cause y'all know, I don't know if y'all remember back then that what's that shit called? Everybody was running around with this scheme and shit. I forgot what the scheme was called. What that shit fucking scheme was called? Wake up now, wake up now. If you're from Philadelphia, you remember wake up now and shit like that. Everybody was a part of waking shit like that. So, you know, these different things that goes around, you know what I mean? I really don't trust a lot of these guys that be promoting certain you know, certain shit, you know what I mean? So I ain't really paid the Herbalife shit on mind, because I thought it was like a wake up now situation and shit like that, until like I really locked in. I started using the products, and you know, I definitely got heavy results within a month. And that's why, you know, that's why you hear me always say I'm in the best shape of my life. Because I'm really is and shit, and I feel healthy, you know what I mean? So I felt led to give y'all that, man. I feel like we had an awesome morning show. I feel like we had a good morning show. I feel like it was all good vibes. And I feel like it was all love, man, because you know, one thing people love, and people is driven over controversy. People love drama, and that's where the numbers come from. That's where these numbers come from. That's what the numbers, like I can sit here and talk about all the nut shit, and we can get like 500 people locked in on this shit. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Today was you know, I'm running the hip hop first 48. I'm running it a whole different way, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm focused more than ever and shit like that. And I got a goal that, you know, that I'm trying to reach this year and shit like that. So I'm exiting out the drama shit, and I'm canceling out this shit. And then we gonna just keep working, and we gonna get this bag and shit like that. We gonna open the doors that need to be open in Philadelphia and shit like that. So, you know, that's my take on that. Like I said, man, be on the lookout for these big interviews that's coming. I'm tapping back in at probably like 2:30. I'm gonna definitely get a call in line so everybody can call in and everybody can, just the I give everybody a chance to give their opinion, and however you feel, you welcome to call in to my show and express your feelings and shit like that. And you know what I mean? It don't have to be an arguing match. I don't feel like arguing with y'all niggas. So if you calling in and you want to argue, you gonna get banged the fuck on. I'm letting y'all know that shit now. But yeah, really. So tune in at 2:30 as we bring Vodka in, and as we create these major moves. I'm actually thinking about bringing We Run the Streets in. We work on a big move, and I really don't want to display the move and shit. But I'm gonna bring in We Run the Streets in so we can let y'all know a little bit about the move that we about to make for the city of Philadelphia and shit like that. And that's all I got to say, man. I'm in good spirits. I'm in a good mood. I'm protecting my energy. I feel like if all them negative vibes and everybody that don't have to, have the same, mindset or the same goals or you know what I mean, not on the same page as I am. I had to cut them off and shit like that. It's no love lost. We in 2021. I encourage y'all to do the same and shit like that, man. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, yo. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short, yo. Life is really too short. And you know what I mean? Don't get caught up in the circus and shit. Cause this shit ain't real. This ain't real. This is just the internet and shit like that. So I'm gonna continue bringing y'all the best content ever. I'm gonna start. The interviews I'm about to bring, it's gonna be legendary. Just stay tuned. And I'm about to make some more phone calls. I'm about to call. I got a lot of missed calls from a lot of rappers. I'm about to get on the phone, and I'm about to, get back on here with y'all at 2:30 and shit like that. That's all I got to say, man. Salute to all y'all. I appreciate all y'all. Do you know who Big Turk is? He is the industry bodyguard legends. Now I don't know who Big Turk is, but I will find out. You talking about Turk? You talking about Turk? The Hot Boys Turk? You talking about Hot Boys Turk? I'm not sure what Turk you talking about. What Turkish are you talking about, bro? Yeah, definitely no negative vibes and shit like that. It's other channels. You can go over there, academics page. You know what I mean? He, one thing I can't believe academics said what he said to me. I said, God damn, these trolls got so much fucking heart now. He told me to stop sucking little fucking. He said stop sucking little dirt dick. That was a violation. That was like, hold the fuck up, academics. Now you're getting way out of control with your mouth and shit like that. I was really surprised to see that come across my timeline and shit like that, man. That was like a really it's because it's certain lines that you don't cross, as not even just being, us being as a journalist or a rapper, just as being a man, like, you know what I mean? It's certain lines that you don't cross. There's certain shit that you don't say to individuals and shit like that, unless you're willing to really take it there, like, you know what I mean? Unless you're willing to really see a person, you know what I mean? Unless you're willing to, and I'm gonna tap on that I'm gonna bring Vok on, and we're gonna talk about that a little later. But I couldn't believe that shit when I saw academics say that to Meek Mill and shit like that. He said one thing he did say. He was like, "Why don't you tell Dirk about smoking on his ops, talking about his dead folks and all that?" Which I can agree on that and shit like that, because we know we don't play them type of games in Philly either and shit like that. And that's definitely a violation and shit. You know what I mean? But that's what Chicago do though. Chicago tap into that, like, you know what I mean? Chicago definitely tap into speaking on their dead ops, disrespecting their dead ops and shit like that. And academics got a lot of shit to do with all that Chicago shit too, man, because he promoted that shit, he instigated that shit, and he the reason that a lot of these guys is locked up and shit like that, from egging shit on, instigating shit and certain shit like that. And And you know, as being, you know, a journalist and a blogger or whatever you academics consider himself is, he definitely gotta watch it. You gotta watch his words. I hope he got I hope he got security, man. Because how he be talking, how he be disrespecting real niggas and shit. And I'm not just talking about real, I'm not just talking about Meek Mill. You know, just different other individuals and shit. He be disrespecting a lot of motherfuckers. Dog, I hope he got security 24/7 and shit. Cause somebody gonna catch academics and they gonna do him real dirty and shit like that. I'm not talking about killing the boy. I'm not telling, cause if you go ahead and try to kill that boy if you want, you're gonna do 100 years under the jail cell. So he's not worth, you know what I mean, taking it there. You know what I mean? I want to see him in the ring. I want to see him put some gloves on. I want to see academics fight, you know what I mean, and shit like that, man. But we know that when academics start drinking that fucking Henny, he a whole different fucking person and shit like that. So that was just funny to hear him and see him finally have the confidence to disrespect a nigga like Meek Mill and shit like that. He told Meek Mill to stop sucking dirt dick. I said, whoa, you know what I mean? So there's a lot that's going on in this industry, man, and it's like a lot. It's a lot that we gotta cover and shit like that, because you got these other media outlets covering different things that they don't even know what's really going down in our city and shit like that. So what we gonna do is we gonna carry it the right way, and we gonna control the narrative and shit like that. And like I want to say this before I close out. I want to say this to everybody, y'all. Pray for K Dot, man. Don't talk about it. Don't laugh at the videos. Don't don't make it worse on the bull, man. You know what I mean? If you really got a heart, man, y'all go out there and everybody know where he at. Go out there. Let's all link up. Let's go holler at him. Let's go see him and shit like that. I did it personally. You know what I mean? I went by myself. Hopefully, you know what I mean, we can get a lot of other rappers that rock with K Dot to go down there and see him, just have a conversation with him and shit like that. You know what I mean? Maybe that will work and shit like that, because he's definitely a legend and shit like that. But you know what I mean? We got to stick together. Philadelphia, we got to stick together, and we gotta really cancel out the drama. We got to cancel the nut shit out, cause this ain't how we ball. This ain't how we play. This ain't how we don't troll. We don't down each other. We don't pull each other the fuck down and shit like that. So that's continue carrying it the way we always carry. We the trendsetters. Why the fuck is we following after Chicago and talking a language and speaking a language and doing everything Chicago doing? And when Chicago was looking at us with a long of a time, they've been looking at us. They've been following our trends and shit like that. Even New York. You know what I mean? They've been talking like us for the longest and shit like that. So it's just like, yo, we gotta get back into the original Philadelphia, and we gotta get tapped back into, how we created these waves and shit like that. When Beanie Siegel was around, when Beanie Siegel had the ball, it was a difference. It was a difference how we carried things. At that time, that was Allen Iverson was around at that time and shit like that. And I'm just vibing with y'all right now. Allen Iverson was around at the time, and he had the fucking braids and shit like that. Everybody wanted them motherfucking braids. Everybody wanted them zigzag braids and shit. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in these comments had them AI braids and shit. I had the sneaks though. I ain't gonna even front with y'all. I had the AIs, the ones with the gold and the white and shit like that. I definitely was carrying that out. And AI was the bull and shit like that. And Beans was the bull. And they carried the city the right way and shit. Only thing about Beans could not stay out of jail and shit. I cannot wait to get that fucking Beanie Siegel interview, because I'm really going to tap into Beans' world. You know what I mean? I'm going to tap into, the beginning. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tap into the end. You know what I mean? I've been talking to Freeway. Freeway been kind of skeptical. He's a fan of the show, but he's been kind of skeptical of getting on the show because of the drama and shit like that. And a lot of artists is like that and shit like that. And that's why I had to change the narrative. I had to change the direction of the show, because we don't want to scare these artists away from the show. So that's why we going a whole different way, and we doing things new. And I'm definitely going to be more professional, and I'm definitely going to set the tone, and we're going to put a lot of rules established. We're going to establish a lot of rules, and we're not going to tap into no beefs. I don't want to hear about your beefs. I don't want to hear about none of that. I just want to know your story, and I just want to know what music that you got, and I want to help you display your music so your music can be heard to the world and shit like that. And I want to know, and I want, and I want to even connect the dots. There's a lot of A&Rs that I have bumped into. I bumped into a lot of A&Rs and shit. The first thing they ask me and shit is, who next in Philadelphia? Who got, you know what I mean? Who's, I remember, just recent, my young boy, BNS Reek, one of my young boys from down the project and shit. He definitely did a video. I recorded him and shit. Super hot young, and I'm bringing him on my platform. And he he had a lot of guys that was behind him when he was doing the interview and shit. When he was, displaying his music when I was recording. But he kind of fucked his deal up. Like, Lean was looking forward to actually sign him and shit like that. But one of his guys in the video said, "Fuck Meek Mill." And they fucked my young boy deal up, man. I was kind of upset about that shit because my young boy, his dad is doing some time right now. His dad really, and Free Reek Lark. His dad doing some time right now, and his dad been putting on for the city for so long, and I feel like that would have been a breakthrough, for his family and shit. I want to say R.P. to Batty, R.P. to Buck. These is my guys and shit like that. The Lark family. Shout out to the whole Lark family, 27th Street, 26th Street. Shout out to the whole Johnson Homes and shit like that. But my youngin kind of fucked up his opportunity because one of his guys in his game said F Meek Mill, and I was kind of upset about that shit. So, it's a lot of moves and a lot of A&Rs that I've been speaking to, and they want to know who's next in Philly, and they want to know, who's next, and they asking me who's next, and I just need y'all to just continue rocking with me and continue, displaying your music on my channel so I can, get your music heard and direct your music to the right individuals so either y'all can get a deal or if y'all can get on the biggest platforms ever. You know what I mean? That's where I stand at. I don't want to rap y'all because I got another show that's coming at 2:30. Y'all know I get caught in mouth like a motherfucker because I be yapping, yapping. But I'm talking a lot, but it's a lot. I'm making more. The moves I'm making is so big that I'm not going to display it all. It's I'm making more moves than when I'm talking. Than when I'm giving y'all and shit like that. And I'm excited for the city. You know what I mean? I'm excited for what we about to walk into. You know what I mean? We about to walk into, a great 2021 and shit like that. So like I said, man, hold your horses 2:30. I'm bringing vodka in. Hopefully I can bring some new up and coming artists inside the show that I'm about to do at 2:30. Hopefully I can bring some fans in and hopefully we can have another good show. I'm gonna say salute to everybody. Shout out to Bottle Pop Media. Shout out to who else been rocking with me during this whole. Shout out to Tro. Salute to you. Shout out to Gay Gibbs. Shout out to Ralphie. Shout out to Tuna. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with Johnny Mac and been patient with me and shit like that. It's cool, man. Do not focus on the numbers, y'all. I need y'all don't focus on the numbers and shit like that because the numbers don't matter and shit like that. The numbers don't matter. It's all about the move that's about to be displayed and the you know what I mean, the doors that's about to be open and shit. And we right there and we on top. Philly first 48 on top. You know what I mean? Salute. Shout out to the whole Philly. No hate. All love. Respect. Shout out to you too, Alex Smith.